third and final day of the Classic Germany, and looks like my luck turned back to Sweden. It's raining on the final day. I'm hoping it's not going to rain all the way through the trek. There is a little bit of a climb, and I'm not looking forward too much to doing that climb in the rain. Yeah, let's see. If it's going to rain the full 8-10 hours, then I'll probably look very similar to what I did at the end of the Sweden Classic. Well, I'm going to pack up now, get ready, have some breakfast, and then be ready to depart at about 8 o'clock. The sleeping bag toes are a bit wet, so I'm probably going to have to put that out to dry when I get back home. The ground is on a little bit of a slant, so I was falling off all the way through the night. And the mummy, this sleeping mat is a little smaller, and because of that, it was not a very good night's sleep, but I did get some sleep. It's amazing how much a little gradient in the slope will just make you slide off and not sleep at all. I think the sleeping mat I'm gonna have to view, even though it's lighter. I'm not 100% sure if I'm happy with the night's rest I get, because I turn around a lot and I fall off the sleeping mat because it is smaller. It's started raining again. I'm not sure how easy it is going to be to pack up the tent. I'm hoping it stops by the time I finish packing up inside. Fingers crossed. Just looking around inside, I realized I need to tape up I need to bandage my knees, so I'm going to do that now. Okay, so we've started the third and final day, and at least the rain ceased up for a little bit just as I got out to pack up the tent, so that was good luck. It wasn't pouring down with rain, at least when I packed up the tent, although it was still drizzling, and getting the tent dry was impossible, so I shook off as much as I could and I just packed it in, so I'm gonna have to get home and clean up the whole thing. I would have to do that anyway, but even more so now. So we've started on day 3, the final day. I see on the map that there's a bit of an ascent, and then we get to the first base camp, and then we get to a second one, which is a little bit of up and down, and then there's a gradual downhill towards the finish line. So I'm gonna see whether I can keep up the pace today, and see what the ascents are like and how slow I get on the descent. I'm hoping that it's a gentler day today than it was yesterday and the day before, so looking forward to that. Let's see. Oh, by the way, I'm wearing the cheap pair of €15 Decathlon rain pants, which I picked up just before the trek to see how they hold up. At the moment it's not even raining really, but let's me have a look at that and tell you what that feels like. So far I'm not really sweating, it's not really getting humid inside, and I've been walking for, I don't know, 15 minutes. So keep trying them, and I'll keep you posted during the day. I think we've got to walk a bit before we get out of this little village and head back into the forests. So taking a bit of a break before I do the uphill there. It's a bit of a climb, and then apparently it's not that much more uphill, and then it's kind of straight and then downhill. Almost reached the top. and I thought I'd take a little bit of a break. And we came across a herd of cows. And they're all following us. I can hear one of the cow gates that we're coming up to. I want to show you guys something as we come up to that. What I noticed was I was trying to get through the cow gates forward, so just go straight into it and then pivot around those little orange red cow gates there, and I kept getting my backpack caught because the backpack's really big. But then I took a look at the cow gate as I was walking past a few, and I noticed whether the V shape at the end where the pivot is for the backpacks, big backpacks. So I figured if I back into it with the backpack here, that it should be easier to just pivot across. So what you gotta do is you gotta position yourself, get in like so, and then just pivot, and then you walk out. So you back into this here, and then you pivot, and then you can just walk out. So that seemed to stop me from getting stuck with the big backpack. So just a little tip for you. Look at the fog. I must have another 2 kilometers till the next checkpoint. Well, the first checkpoint of the day, should I say. I'm gonna be taking a rest just over there where that cross is. Queue for the fresh coffee and tea. It's supposed to be worth it. Hi, no milk.
No
Just
milk?
black, yeah.
Okay, sure.
The more caffeine, the better.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I don't know whether you guys can see how steep this is, but it's, well, it's not fantastically steep, but it's steep enough that with a backpack, it hurts on the third day, and it's hard. There's one guy there though, right up in front without sticks, just ripping it in front. I wish I was that fit. Taking a bit of a break, there's still a bit more to go up before we level off. Come from down there, and I lost my hat, man. Oh, don't know where that went. It was sitting here in this, and I think when I either put my pack down somewhere or when I went through one of the cow gates, it flung out or something and dropped. Oh well, need to buy another one when I get to the end. So we started from somewhere there and we walked along the ridge there, and then we came all the way down, and now we've come back up this way, and we're gonna go back down that way.
Hello.
Oh, those are nice as well.
Yeah. Different but
Thank you guys. It's really good to see you guys again.
Yeah, it's nice to meet you.
You can be on the video if you like.
It's nice. Yeah.
So, on the third day, last day, one thing that I didn't do, which I'd recommend, is when you break camp, or before you break camp and leave for the to start the third day's trek, I'd recommend you fill up on water, at least a couple of liters, because the first checkpoint I didn't see any fresh water there to fill up on, and on the trek I haven't seen any streams along the way yet. So until you get to the second checkpoint, which is like 12 kilometers, yeah, about 12 kilometers away, you're going to be just depending on your own water, and it's not that hot today, but I can imagine if the sun comes out, you'll get dehydrated quite quickly. So fill up on water, at least 2 liters, I'd say, and be ready to go to the second checkpoint where there is apparently some fresh water there. I didn't do that, by the way, which is why I'm telling you. I just took a liter in my in one of my bottles, and a little bit which I had left over after making breakfast and coffee this morning.